All right, so now we're going to be covering our basic back falling technique for white belts. Now, just like the front fall technique, the idea is that anytime we're falling, we need to cut our height in half. So at my short height at 5'8", it's still too high to fall straight down, so I want to cut it in half. Somebody's taller, obviously that's going to be a much higher height. Even for a small child, you want to make sure that you can cut it in half. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you sideways, is I'm going to tuck my head in, cross my arms, and I'm going to bend those knees. Now notice that I'm already cut down in half. There's not a far way to fall. Now from this position, for very basic beginners, just allow them to roll back or allow yourself to roll back. So the idea is I roll back and I slap right here. Now when I slap, there's a timing that's involved with it. Right when my scapula or my shoulder blades are right about to hit the ground, that's when I want to slap out. This slap is going to allow you to dissipate the impact across your arms instead of putting it all the way onto your back, your spinal column, your scapula, and your tailbone and everything else. So the idea, again, is I'm going to cross my arms, keep them out. This will help me to get a good slapping technique. Tuck my head so that way I don't hit it. Then I'm going to bend those knees, cut myself in half, and then I'll roll backwards. And notice that I gee up again so that way I keep a strong core. This keeps my stomach tight, my head is up, my feet are in front of me instead of over me, okay? And when I slap, I'll slap at a 45-degree angle. I'll show you that on another angle. Now also, when I keep those feet in front of me instead of over me, if I bring my feet over me, you can see the back of my head touch the ground. When I keep them in front of me here, then what happens is it keeps me from hitting the back of my head. So from this angle, you'll see that 45-degree angle, it's palms down. So I'll do that cross, tuck, bend, roll back. Now, if I bring my hands back here, I'll show you this way. When I bring my hands back here, it pulls my head down. When I keep my hands at that 45-degree angle, it helps to keep that stomach engaged, your abs are engaged, your head is up. But as soon as I pull them back here, then what happens is my head will more likely be able to hit the ground. Now, as we get a little bit better at this front fall, instead of rolling straight back, we start to kick our legs out. Because a lot of times when you get thrown, your legs are going to be kicked out anyway. So we do the same thing, cross, tuck, bend, and then from here, once you're ready, just kick your feet out in front of you. And see, my head is up, my abs are engaged, I'm slapping, palms down at a 45-degree angle, my feet are in front of me, and I make sure to gee up. So again, from this side, I cross, tuck, bend, then kick your feet out, and then one more time from the front. Cross, tuck, bend, and you can see that timing is right when I'm about to hit my scapula to the ground. That's when I slap. Now you want to make sure you slap hard. You're going to feel sting in your hands, but that sting is very temporary compared to hurting your back or your tailbone or any part of your head, because those things can be permanent. Now that is our basic back fall for our white belts. Thank you very much.